So I had a problem with my fan only working on high. There's several videos out there about if the fan only works on high, replace this blower motor resistor. I replaced that. Everything worked well for several months, and then it started just working on high again. Okay, so it only worked on high for a little bit again, and then it just stopped blowing, period. I took things apart and noticed this. Yeah, it melted the plug connection right into the blower motor. And so I figured, well, I'm gonna have to replace the blower motor and the connection. And with that said, I've got this connector here, which is the exact connector. I'm gonna just splice it into the current line. And the blower motor right here, which I'm going to replace also. It looks like a pretty simple job. There's 3 screws and plug and play basically. I've disconnected my negative lead on my battery, and I'm going to pull the old one out right now. Started by removing this. It's just these little clips that pull out of these holes here. And then this access to your fuse panel just pops out also. Just got a clip right here that pops into the back. Set them off to the side. So here's the connector that's burnt. So we've got that bolt, and one on the back there. We'll take those 3 off now with looks like a 8mm. So do yourself a favor and take off the back bolt first, the farthest one, and work your way around to the closest one. It was so difficult getting that back one off with the other 2 already loose. A little universal on the end of a screwdriver with a drive at the end of it. Perfect. Voila. All right, so this was the trick. Little universal in between. Wow. It's a tight spot to get this thing out. Oh, it's just a matter of rolling this flooring out and giving it more space to get by. So matching up old versus new. Everything looks similarly lined up. So before I clip these, I lined up with, figured out which one goes into which side of the connector. The green one went into the left side of the connector, and the red stripe went into the right side. So following that, I will connect these in a similar order. All right, so I know some of you hardcore vehicle enthusiasts will be cringing right now, but this is my connection. When I spliced the 2 wires together, made sure that they were in these caps real good, pulled tightly, make sure they didn't pop out. This is the way I'm doing it. If you're doing this, following my video, do at your own risk. I didn't use the splicer, what came with the kit, the heat shrink wrap, all that stuff. And I'm just going to bend these wires down, and then I'm gonna put another wad of tape over all this. This doesn't have to go through a wire harness or anything, so it just sits up underneath here and doesn't bother anybody. So after I tape this up, then we'll install the fan back. All right, here we go. There's the finished wiring, and here is the new fan going up into this hole here. Should be a simple process, right? So this part is me just checking to see which direction this thing needs to go in. That little tip sticking out there needs to kind of be facing my direction, and just pulling the carpet back to get it up in there. So, I got the first screw in, forgot to press record. This front screw's in, holding it up. It was quite the job holding it with one hand and trying to get the screw started. Let's see, this one should go easier now that I don't have to support the blower motor. I definitely need to invest in a better work light than just having a flashlight laying here. I can't even aim at the direction I want. I've got some little lights I can put on my forehead, but they're of course all dead from another job, so they're charging right now. So this is me switching back and forth between the little ratchet and the driver that looks like a screwdriver, trying to get the best connection. This back one is still proven to be the most difficult. I started it with the little driver and a universal, but now I've got a little mini socket on it that actually fits. You can hear it's only like one click of ratchet, so just barely. Oh, I got 2 clicks. 2 clicks, 3 clicks, it's getting better. Yeah. I believe that's tight. I don't want to go super tight because plastic does not work well with screws, metal. All right, 1 to go. Let's switch back to this universal and this driver here. Okay, double check this first one here. Make sure I got it on. Good. That is in. All right. As far as the connection goes, it wants to go right in here until it clicks in. Pull on it, tug. All right, that is in. All right, now for testing. Walk up the negative back to the battery. All right, moment of truth. My fan is blowing. Yes.